This is Caesar with SmallEngineVelocity coming at you with a motovlog, and it's kind of a little bit of a story time. So I hope you guys are ready for a little bit of story time with Caesar. Did I drop something already? Nope, I didn't drop something. Yes, I am riding my ruckus. I am riding with shorts. I have been told plenty of times before, over and over again, that I shouldn't wear shorts and I should dress for the ride, dress for the slide, not for the ride. And lately, it has been incredibly hot, and I have chosen to take the risk of going ahead and riding with just gloves and a helmet, and my sneakers, shorts, short sleeve shirt. I mean, if you need to know, also I have boxers on. So yes, I am riding a little bit more naked than I normally do. So before we begin the story time, let's go ahead and roll that intro. By the way, I need to really change that intro. It has been the same. It's still my season 4 intro, and we are well on our way into season 5. So, my bad. Once I get a chance, I'll go ahead and try to get that changed. But anyways, so this previous 4th of July, there's actually kind of two stories involved in here. One of those stories is that it's recently been 4th of July, of course, right? And my son's birthday is 4th of July. That doesn't really play too much of a bearing on any of this, but I just wanted to kind of throw that in there. Happy birthday to my son, 12 years old, almost a teenager. I'm almost going to have all teenagers in my house because my daughter will turn 19. No, actually, when Taylor turns 13, Emily will turn... No, they'll be teenagers for a short little while together. Anyways... the story goes as follows. So we went and popped fireworks in the yard, right? Pop, pop, pop. Well, not really in the yard, in the street, in front of the house. And as we were popping them, we were like, pop, pop, pop. I wanted to be a responsible adult, right? So to be a responsible adult, what I did was I kept on sweeping the street and picking up the fireworks, all the leftover casings and shells and containers and stuff like that were used. I went ahead and removed those from the ground. So as I was doing that, I noticed that things were sparking up, because there's still a little bit of sparks going on in there, a little bit of fire going on. So went ahead and at the same time I took I stepped on them. Little did I realize that it wasn't enough. I guess that's a little bit of foreshadowing in the story here. So, we popped all our fireworks, and for the first time in a long time, there's a bunch of other kids that live on our street. So there were like 3 other families down the road popping fireworks, so we decided to go and hang out with them, since they had more and we didn't have any, and maybe we'd pop their fireworks too. Plus my brother went down there to pop fireworks, so yay. So as we get down there, we go ahead and we start popping fireworks, and you know how when you're a parent, you want to be, fireworks are not scary, little son. So my brother and his 4-year-old son were like, oh, this isn't scary, it's just fireworks. It never hurts anybody. You should pop them, throw them with your hand or whatnot. So I'm sure everyone's familiar with Roman candles. Roman candles are obviously the ones that have the little, what's it called? They shoot the little balls. Sometimes the balls that shoot out just shoot out in a red light. Sometimes they shoot out in the air and they explode or something like that. Well, he had the ones that exploded, and it was big. And when those things launched, you could feel it kick. So he handed one to his son, and he was holding it with him, of course, because he's only 4 years old. And it goes, do-do, do-do. Do-do, and they were firing off and everything, and all of a sudden you hear do-do, but nothing came out. In that moment I was like, uh-oh. And the whole end of the thing exploded. it exploded. It exploded to the point where it was just above where his son's hand was. And when he put his son down, he started running. And what's funny is, when he was running around, he didn't let go of the exploded stick. So he's just running around with the exploded stick in his hand, like just freaking out. Like, you know, I'm sure you can imagine complete and utter chaos and worry in a child's face. Well, that was him. My brother's like, "Oh no, are you okay?" I grab him, I pick him up. Kid's not crying, you know? His name's Hudson. Hudson was not crying at all. He just had this worried look on his face. And I made the mistake of telling him, I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're still holding it, you're so strong, you're invincible." And of course, the rest of the night, he's running around thinking he's invincible, trying to jump on fireworks and whatnot, so my bad. While we were in the middle of that, my son, whose birthday it was, he likes fireworks, but he doesn't really like fireworks. I mean, if you really think about it, he's had fireworks every day since every birthday he's ever had since he was born. So he went back to play video games with one of my wife's friends on the Xbox. So they go back, they walk there, I'm out there playing around, and next thing I know, I get a phone call, and he's like, "Hey, you know those fireworks you put in that plastic 5-gallon drum?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Of course I know." I was like, "I was doing my civic duty and keeping my street clean so that my neighbors won't get upset with me and call HOA saying that I have a dirty yard or that I put stuff in their yard." Ended up, the fireworks were still semi-smoldering, and they caught on fire in the plastic bucket next to my house. Fortunately, it was next to my house on a brick wall, not on a wall that had siding. And as it was burning, it burned up all the plastic. Like, here's a picture of it, or a video, and there's nothing there. I mean, you can still see some of the cardboard. You can see some char out there, and it is like gone. You can't even tell there was a bucket there anymore. So he told me that my neighbor saw that my driveway gate was on fire, because that's what it was next to, driveway gate against the house. And they took my water hose, which fortunately I put it right next to the water hose, against the wall where the spigot is and the hose, and they went ahead and sprayed it down and put it out. So yay for them for being very proactive and helping me not have my house burned down. But yeah, I've left it there. Till this day, that pile of plastic and smoldering crap is still sitting there, because I don't want to forget that the next time we do this and we do fireworks, what I should do is I should pour a little water in that bucket. It's not going to hurt. Yes, it'll be able to make it a little bit harder and more messy and sticky with smearable crap all over the place from the ashes and the water mixing together and whatnot, but you know what? My house won't burn down. Second lesson I learned is that parents can be overcompensating, trying to make their kids think something is safe when it really isn't safe. He popped multiple Roman candles. We should have just let him do one or two and then been done with it. I think this was like third one, and the sucker just blew up. So that's the moral of the story. Fireworks are dangerous. Be careful with them. Be careful with giving them to your kids. Be careful with putting them in plastic buckets without wetting them first, because they could catch on fire and burn. And burn your house down. Fortunately, it didn't do that for me. So, thank you everybody for watching for my story time of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you want to see more motovlogs. Got plenty of other videos coming out next weekend. So, I'll see everybody in the next video.